Pre-algebra lesson 31, order of operations. So this begins our examination of something that we call PEMDAS. There's a couple other different names for it. Some people use different acronyms. I use the acronym PEMDAS, which stands for Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally, or Sandra, because I actually have an Aunt Sandra. I don't have an Aunt Sally. So I like to say, please excuse my dear Aunt Sandra. This stands for parentheses exponents. We'll get more on those two later, but parentheses exponents, multiplication, division, and then addition and subtraction. You'll notice that I put multiplication and division in the same color, and I put addition and subtraction in the same color. The reason why is because neither one has priority over the other. When it comes to multiplication and division, you simply solve them as they appear from left to right. It's not always multiplication first and division second. In fact, it's whatever shows up first from left to right. Same thing with addition and subtraction. It's not always addition then subtraction. It's just whatever order they appear in from left to right. But you will always multiply and divide before you begin adding and subtracting. So let's get to work. Let's start with this one. So again, I'm going to look for multiplication and division. I see multiplication, I see division, but I need to solve it from left to right. So the first thing I'm going to do is 12 divided by 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Next, I'm going to do the multiplication. 2 times 8, right? 2 times 8 gives me 16. Now that all of the multiplication and division is gone, I'm down to the last step, which is just addition. 4 plus 16 gives me a final answer of 20. And that's how order of operation works. It's pretty simple. Multiply and divide, then add and subtract. Now let's do an example of that add and subtract in order from left to right. Now, because it's add and subtract does not mean that I need to add first and then subtract second. I simply am going to solve them in order from left to right. If I can get my camera to stop wobbling. There we go. So from left to right, there's no multiplication or division, so all I can do is just add and subtract. So let's do 7 minus 3 gives me 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3, and 3 plus 3 is 6. So my final answer here is just 6. Actually, I want to double check this. I feel like I made a mistake. 7 minus 3, 4. Yep, 4 and 1, 5. 5 minus 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3, 6. Okay, good. Yep. So it's pretty simple. When you encounter equals, you just solve them from left to right. Now, let's see this one. This one is a nice challenging problem. So again, I have to do multiplication, division first, then addition, subtraction. So let's circle up some pairs. I have to multiply those, and I have to multiply those first. Oh, and these first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 5 times 3, which is 15. Then I'm going to do 2 times 4, which is 8. 6 times 3, which is 18. Now, once I'm done doing all my multiplication, no division in this problem, now I fill in the other numbers and the plus and minus signs. So that minus sign comes down, that plus sign comes down, and now I do the last step of adding and subtracting. 4 plus 15 is 19. 19 minus 8 is 11. 11 plus 18 is 19, 29. So my final answer, 29. That's all there is for this lesson. Nice short lesson. If you have any questions, let me know on the school website, and I will see you in class.